All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. I'm still with your one and only Yokopus Master, carry you in straight to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Maze Simon Ekpa Wanjoku. As it is, the information keep away there my table be say the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has been in liaison with Russian government in order to be able to establish a new Biafra Republic government in exile liaison office in Russia, where it is intending to have one of its biggest office. Another capability said that even the Russians are somehow agreeing to be able to ally with the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, even though some people say that he went there to procure weapons and arsenals in order to be able to send more to the enemies of the Biafrans. But as we were looking into the information, getting the full detail of what is happening, we now find out that he is going into a legal ally with Russian government in order to be able to, because when you want to build a good government, a big government, what you do first is get your allies and the bigger ones. And he said that it is not he did not go there for procurement of weapons, but for political allies. And this is what is currently happening in the Biafra land. Stay put. Like I will always say, that the fight for freedom is not one that is easy. Go to what is it called? Catalonia and other countries that have fought for their freedom, and you will find out that it has not been easy. Nnamdi Kanu is now victim of false imprisonment as Nigeria government denies him date for trial lawyer. The lawyer said this on short statement he made via his X account on Thursday after the visit of the legal team to the IPOB leader in the custody of the Department of State Service (DSS), noting that Kanu had been reduced to a victim of false imprisonment by the Nigerian government over the non-fixing of date for his trial. Barrister Aloy Ejimako, the special counsel for the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has accused the Nigerian government of deliberately denying his client the opportunity to clear his name. The lawyer said this in a short statement he made via his X account on Thursday after the visit of the legal team to the IPOB leader in the custody of the Department of State Service, noting that Kanu had been reduced to a victim of false imprisonment by the Nigerian government over the non-fixing of date for his trial. Sequel to the legal team's meeting with MNK today, it needs to be stated that without any date set for his trial, he remains a victim of false imprisonment by the Nigerian state, Ejimako wrote. The new game is that he is being denied a trial that will accord him the avenue to clear his name, he added. During his meeting with Kanu on Monday, Ejimako raised that the delay in his client's case was uncommon and intolerable, and that the Supreme Court should take immediate action to send his file to the Federal High Court. He said any prolongation of taking these steps becomes legally injurious to Kanu, as he continues to be detained without any immediate prospect of trial and exoneration. Recall that the Supreme Court ruled on December 15, 2023 that Kanu's trial on the charges leveled against him should continue. Kanu is being detained by the Nigerian government for alleged treasonable felony and terrorism. However, the IPOB leader was discharged and acquitted of the charges against him by the appeal court in October 2022. The court also ordered his immediate and unconditional release from detention. However, the authorities have yet to release the separatist leader. In July 2023, shortly after President Bola Tinubu inauguration, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor asked him to fulfill his campaign promise by releasing his principal and negotiate with agitators in southeast Nigeria if elected president. This one is currently what is going on between Nnamdi Kanu and the DSS and the NIG government, as the court has refused to give him a trial date in order for him to exonerate himself or answer for himself. Of course, when one is declared a suspect, of course, that person is also given the allowance or the permission to defend him or herself. So I think this is what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is stating, as it is, as the case they go. The Nigerian army has redeployed 975 officers, cancel 120 posting. The Nigerian Army High Command has approved the immediate posting and redeployment of no fewer than 975 officers. In a memo cited in Abuja on Wednesday, the breakdown as follows: 206 generals, 64 colonels, 302 lieutenant colonels, 139 majors, and 122 captains, among others, were affected by the arrangement. According to the memo dated January 4th and signed by Major General E.F. Oilola, the appointment and redeployment of the officers are with effect from Monday, January 8, 2024. Also, according to the memo, the authorization of the amendment and deletion of a total of 119 officers was given. The affected officers comprises 6 colonels, 26 lieutenant colonels, 33 majors, 26 captains, and 29 lieutenants. The reason for such action was, however, not stated. The service, however, threatened to sanction officers who refused to resume their new offices. The memo advised commanders to ensure the release of the affected officers, noting that they would bear responsibility for their officers' failure to resume. According to it, it is responsibility of all formation unit commanders whose officers are affected by this posting to implement accordingly. As it is now, the prophet T.B. Joshua have been the one making round the headline of the news for some days now, and he has been accused of too many scandalous activities while he was alive. For those of you who watched the BBC Africa documentary, Disciples, the Cult of T.B. Joshua, 3 episodes, an expose of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, late founder Temitope Joshua, and still insist on defending him, I have 4 words. You are not serious. Yes, the whole lot of you. Your faces are looking funny in the light. Some defenders understandably grapple with the contradiction of a man who artfully constructed his public image as a good yet profoundly misunderstood man. The rest of you, stay bonded into TB Joshua cult of personality, are being obtuse. You query why now that he is dead. Some of these stories have been in the public domain for a while. Was your reaction any different then? Since there is no statute of limitation on when victims can talk about their experience, and it likely took Joshua's death for them to finally shake themselves out of their nightmare chivalry to seek closure, there is nothing suspect about the timing. Some also ask why people would willingly subject themselves to such gross abuse if they had ever studied the nature of cause. They would have understood how and why people become victims. And so what if the disciples speaking up now are bitter because of the succession battles that followed Joshua's demise, and some speculated? The crucial is whether the accounts are credible. To some extent, the documentary's revelations are not shocking to those of us who have known about Joshua's SCOAN as far back as the 90s, when radio broadcaster Scholar Olawunmi did an expose on him. What Olawunmi revealed at that time gave away the synagogue as a mix of cultic and occultic practices. When I don't see what's in there happen for the obodo, well, No be my talk be that. Small time, some people go dey say nyoko push. Why they carry your mouth go they put for church matter? Meanwhile, na here I go to wind down the curtain. Thank you for listening. God bless you.